Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
Okay, so I have a banter question.
Ooh.
What of books, movies, or TV have you ever had like a really good, actually surprised you plot twist? Like, what is the number one thing that's made you be like, oh shit?
Are we going to discuss what the plot twist is, or just that there's one? Like, we're going to full spoil a bunch of media for people?
Well, okay, if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead 5 minutes.
Ish.
That's probably more
You've
than
been
that,
warned.
but-
Yeah. But no, just like what's the thing that you've watched or read that has like truly had a twist that most got you didn't see coming?
Ooh. Who wants first?
Well, I'm a Chuck Palahniuk fan, and his books often have some kind of strange twist. The two that stick out in my mind are Survivor. For those of you who'd read the book, like the very end as the plane's going down is kind of shocking to me. And then there's another one about a book, Lullaby. That one has a really pretty violent twist at the end, you know, like it's not quite as like Fight Club, who's also written by the same person.
Okay.
Has a pretty interesting little like mental twist, but his twists are always goes from like dark to super dark. And I like those because some twists in media you can tell are coming, right? Like if someone makes a Sherlock Holmes, we're pretty sure we can map that thing out.
Mm-hmm.
So I like these books because they're not a typical plot twist, and I really just like dark stuff.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I got
think of
one
that came straight to head.
It was a movie, and it's not really structured as a plot twist, but the way the movie ended was just not at all how I expected it to. Was 3 Billboards. Absolutely loved the movie 3 Billboards.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is the full.
Is that the full title of it?
Mm.
This was like 4 years ago it came out.
Yeah, something like that.
Who was in that movie? I feel like
Francis McDermott.
that's right.
And,
I have not seen
Sam
this movie yet.
Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like this, I won't ruin it at all. I'll just say that I went in and I thought, this is the trajectory of where I see these characters and this plot going. And a few things happened that I just did not expect to happen. And it wasn't that it was framed as a twist. It was just that I got to thoroughly enjoy being taken on a ride at the end of the movie in a way that I didn't see coming. And I enjoyed it more for that.
Now I've come up with like 2 more or 3 more answers since you like Ex Machina. You guys see that
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great movie.
movie? That was a great movie. And also I think you kind of have to throw in Ned Stark getting his head chopped off was quite a plot twist that none of us saw.
It's like the second time this has come up on the podcast.
It's been so
Yeah.
long since we recorded
I'm
it,
like
right?
actually thinking, have I asked this question before on this podcast?
We haven't talked to this.
Because I specifically remember
Yeah, I
Ned
remember
Stark.
that too.
It just
Yeah.
like completely throws your perception of what the show's going to be into chaos.
I also appreciate us segueing into having a conversation about someone getting executed before our
True.
session.
That's why I brought it up, Jane.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm actually kind of irritated you brought it up when you did, Jason, because that's the perfect segue into
That's
the
true.
adventure. But I don't want to just cut off everyone else's answer.
Go.
To be like,
Cut me off, I'm
speaking
good.
Well, mine's really
of
short.
executions.
There's a book by Helen Phillips called The Need. It's kind of like sci-fi-y. Highly recommend it. Like a really neat, interesting twist. It's kind of like trying to relay to people what the feelings of motherhood would be. So like really good, like interesting twists in there.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Jane, do you have one since you brought this up?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day because I read a book which shall remain nameless that had like a plot twist that you could see coming truly from the second page. Like I went back and looked and I was like, oh, from the second page of this book, I knew what this twist was and that it was coming. So I was very disappointed in the plot twist. And I was trying to think about things like that have truly gotten me. One that we kind of talked about was Bad Times at the El Royale. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Ooh.
It's really good. And it's a movie that I feel like is better for the way it's told. Like the plot itself, when you look back at it, is kind of like, if it was told in like a linear way, would be less interesting than it is. But it's kind of one of those like bounces around between multiple perspectives to tell this story and it all kind of comes together. So I don't know if it's a twist as much as like the way it comes together is really surprising. That was a good one.
It's the same director as Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
And it's got John Hamm and Chris Hemsworth, right?
I don't know if it has John Hamm. It has Chris Hemsworth.
It does have John Hamm.
It also has what's that old guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
old
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know that old guy.
Is it Jeff Bridges?
Yes. Yes. The dude. The dude
dude,
is in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And he's really good in it. There's a few other actors in
Uh-huh.
it that are really strong. Anyway, yeah, that's a fun one to check out.
Yeah. Anyway, that was one that came to mind. Had a really good twist at the end. I'm trying to think like books that were kind of a twist.
The only thing I could come up with was The Green Mile.
Oh,
Which was like
yeah.
a book
Sure.
that I didn't expect
Mm-hmm.
it to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
I expected
Well-
more like murder mystery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about books, I want to tell you, James,
Oh, no.
looking at you to your face,
Uh-huh.
I bought Perdido Street Station for me and my
You will
Good.
soon have a new one for this entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
That's all
That's
I will
true.
say.
Yeah.
Spoilers,
James and I
bro.
were just talking about this.
Just
that
kidding.
that when I said what's something that's been a twist, we were like, oh yeah.
that thing that we're
Perdido.
all referring aimlessly to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is when you read it, there's a point that I love because this isn't really a spoiler at all. At some point, the characters in the book need some extra muscle to deal with something.
Mm.
And so they hire these sort of secondary characters. They're not even secondary, they're like tertiary characters. But the author, China Mieville, has explicitly said that those characters that are hired are his homage to like role-playing game characters. Because
Oh, cool.
he played, I think I remember from reading an interview that it said like he played a lot of role-playing games growing up. He doesn't play them anymore a whole ton, but he's still like familiar with it. I found out about him the first time because they did a really awesome interview with him in Paizo Publishing's old magazine, Dragon Magazine, just sort of interviewing him as an author.
Shout out to Dungeon and
And Dragon
separately,
Magazine.
Dragon Magazine.
Dude, those are the magazines that like helped keep me into gaming as a kid growing up because I didn't always have people to play with. But for my birthday, I asked for a subscription to Dragon Magazine, and each month I would like page by page read through the editor's intro and the letters and the interviews, the Ask the Lore Master at the end. Like those magazines are what kept me invested in tabletop role playing, even when I didn't always have a game group to play with. And I still have a stack of them in the basement here, just with like some of my favorite issues. I absolutely just love those magazines. Like the art in it is so cool. And it's interesting because obviously, same company that would go in to make Pathfinder, you can see where they're starting to mess around with a lot of rules in there that will show up in the Pathfinder game later. And I have such a love in my heart for those magazines. But anyway, China Mieville has some characters in that book that are adventurers. And it's kind of fun to see like what would an adventurer look like if you weren't an adventurer in a society that's maybe a little different, of like, wow, these people are really, really, really willing to be violent for money.
Lots of executions.
Not even. It's oddly loving, if just a little sobering, to look at. Like, I think he describes them as bad as tomb robbers and murderers for hire who care only about the people that they like work with and have no other morals than those standing next to them.
What a great segue.
Yeah,
moment.
what a great,
Yeah.
great opportunity.
And speaking of people standing next to things,
Who
Is that what you're
don't
going
Good
care
one,
for each other
good
that
one.
much.
Thinking about caring about no one but the people around you.
I care about all of you around me now.
Thanks.
It reminds me of
Thanks.
the Concord song, "You're the prettiest girl in the room."
Oh,
The whole
such
wide
a
room.
great song.
Such a great song. The whole wide room.
Oh, what?
But you probably should keep your normal job.
Yeah. So we're at the party. It's 8 p.m. And I think it's really time for us to ask all of you how you feel the party's going.
Well, it started at 7 on a Thursday, which I just feel is like kind of lame.
It's Thirsty
We talked
Thursday.
about this Thursday.
I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm just like. Also, I have a question about the party.
Sure.
Is there like a lot of people here?
Yeah, hundreds.
It's like 100,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a rager.
I don't like it because I got outed like right away as someone at the circus.
Yeah.
That freaked me out for
Yeah.
sure.
I was like, I didn't know what to say. I just sat here.
Watson is having a wonderful time. All these people are talking to him and just like, giving him things. Like he's down with this. He likes it.
All that Andorran puff pastry.
Yeah.
world-renowned Andorran puff pastries.
I think Val is genuinely considering just shooting this guy while he gets up on the platform.
Oh, God.
I also considered that. Like when he outed me, I was like, should I just
Should
kill
we just
do I need
kill
to just kill him?
Yeah.
Roll
think
for
I should kill him.
initiative.
Josharis is feeling more focused than maybe he has in the last few days. Nervous energy, but definitely feels more focused than he has in a while.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I
there's
think
this.
Val is like agitated. I think she just wants whatever is going to happen so they can react to it. Because I think I think that I, as the player, and my character have this sense of like there is something going on here that we just don't understand yet. Like there is a bigger picture that is so unclear to us at the moment that I just want it to happen.
Well, I think we have a little bit of maybe a chance to dig deeper into that, because we ended the last episode saying the clock struck 8, and you actually got to see one of the hosts, Valian, stepped onto a platform next to the sheet-covered guillotine. And so, like, all your eyes search, everyone in the room, he motions for silence, everyone's watching him. And it becomes clear that at some point he must have somehow changed his mask, which is really a standout to you, Val, because you were watching him. You don't know when he would have done this. But his mask, which previously held that frown, now has a big smile painted on it. You hear him call out, "We gardeners are but caretakers, mere custodians of justice and law. But all good caretakers have their tools, and our tools are well oiled and well used in the pursuit of harmony. This tool here is silent. Silent Lenore. Only one of our final blades." And with that flourish, he whoosh, pulls the sheet from the guillotine, exposing its gleaming blade held high, as though ready for an execution just at this exact moment. At first, there's silence, and then just murmuring throughout the crowd.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone just sort of in shock and awe at this blade. I mean, all of you, well, especially anyone who lives in Galt, has seen a final blade before, likely even seen multiple of the public executions. But it's strange to see one so close and in the middle of a party. So he steps down. "Enjoy the party and festivities and our hospitality," all from behind that just painted on smile, featureless mask, and goes back into the crowd.
Can I do a perception on the final blade?
Yeah, sure. What's your perception bone?
Plus 26 unless it's trying to lie to me, in which case it's plus 27.
Okay. So, to get a good look at it, you'll need to go closer to the final blade.
Okay.
So, my thing was I was going to talk to you about how close I could get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I want to be like 30 feet away from this guy. If not, I was thinking 20 to 30 feet.
Sure.
And so do we need to figure that part out first?
No, you can be 20, 30 feet from him. What's your
and then
stealth
I want
bonus?
to do a perception. I kind of want to like listen to who he talks to, or maybe look
Sure.
at who he nods to as he comes down the stage.
All right. What's your perception bonus?
25.
Yeah. As he kind of works his way down the stage, you don't see him making eye contact with anyone.
Okay.
Not notably.
Right.
Just works his way back down the stage into the crowd. Val, you get closer to this blade. How close we talking?
Why do you want to know?
Because I'm the GM and I'm trying to establish.
Are we talking 30 feet, 5 feet?
I stick my head in the hole of the guillotine.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
this
probably
do?
like 20 feet.
Okay. Well, others are tentatively moving towards it too. It's rare that anyone has a chance to get this close to a final blade. And so there are others who are getting close to this sort of macabre novelty. Some close enough to touch it, plenty within 2 or 3 feet of it.
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer, what really stands out to you is that there's a gleam on the blade. There's like light hitting it. And you see, kind of looking at the way the light's reflecting off of the blade, that there's an opening in the ballroom ceiling directly above this. It seems to be almost like there's almost like an internal balcony, maybe. You know how a lot of state, like the state capitals have those rooms when you can like look down.
A rotunda.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna assume that that's correct. But there's sort of like a circular hole in the ceiling, and I'm sorry, what's that, Jane?
I have a degree in art and architecture, so yes, it is correct.
Perfect. I'm just saying.
Her eyes are very big and her eyebrows are slightly angry right now.
If you're lying to me, I wouldn't know. Sure, it's a rotunda.
Mm-hmm.
And you see one of those, an opening in the ceiling. It's maybe, I guess, 10 feet across. It's concealed by some hanging banners, but you can kind of pick out that the light is coming from this balcony being shown down onto the blade.
Does it look like there's a way to get up there that I can see?
Yeah, actually, looking around, you think that there's you spot a narrow staircase behind one of the hanging tapestries in the ballroom that you think would probably lead up that way. The tapestry's pegged in place, but that you don't think that would stop you from sort of slipping behind the tapestry.
Cool.
It's what?
It's pegged in place, Trent.
Oh, okay.
Everyone home listening, we all made a stupid face at the word pegged because we're immature.
I was ready to play it off, okay? So before anything else, standing there, Val is going to kind of think back to a conversation we had earlier today.
Sure.
About whether or not souls get trapped and like they can somehow sense or interact with people on the outside of the final blades. We don't really understand that process still. But having known the Dronach family, I think Val's going to pull out of like her cloak, like a red ribbon, kind of reminiscent of the scarf that Camilla wears, and like tie it into her hair just in case, or like onto her somehow, like just in case there is some way to signal to her mother who may or may not be in there. Because I think we got some information that like they can kind of like see vague impressions of what's going on.
You're not sure if they're aware or not.
Do we know where the scarf is?
Camilla always wears the scarf around her neck.
Because it's like, it reminds her of what happened to her mother.
Right.
So if you wanted that and you have a red ribbon, I'd recommend just tie it around your neck if your goal is to invoke Camilla a little.
Yeah, she'll do that.
A choker.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So you do
and then
that.
she's gonna, and then I think Val would, are all of you guys around? Are we close to each other?
Ish.
You can
I
find
think
each
so.
other. The room's only so big.
I don't want to get anywhere near that thing.
I see a set of stairs that have been pegged to a wall.
How exciting
the
for the
stairs.
stairs.
The stairs have not been pegged to. There's a tapestry that hangs
I
over
don't know.
the
I got
stairs.
distracted because the GM said something silly.
There's a tapestry covering the entryway to the staircase, and it's staked down at the corners into place so that it doesn't just flap.
So I think she would just draw all of our attention to that and say, we could go on a field trip, see what's up there.
Okay.
Fox wants to know if when the mask change, has it changed again?
You're going to look for the host?
Yeah.
So you spend a little bit of time, you look around for the host. You're not able to find him.
Okay, what about the other host?
Looking for her, you do find her. Her mask is still a smile.
Okay.
Unable to find the host. My intention was to continue to stealthily trail this person.
You do find him. His mask is still a smile as well.
Okay. All while attempting to stay away. From what I can hear as I'm like walking by them, they may know we're here, but I want to stay within one action speed difference far away from him. I'll go ahead and lift the veil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting really jumpy. What's that about?
Well,
You're freaking us out,
it's
man.
literally the whole point of Drosharis.
Okay. So, Val, you're just going to go on your own up those stairs?
No, that's why I told Watson.
I will happily-
Stop trying to trick me.
I would happily follow along.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Just the two of them?
I just want to do something really quick before,
Okay.
Sure.
but I would go up with
Okay.
you.
Sure.
I break
Whatever
off
you want.
kind of as I see them going up the stairs because now I see everybody leaving me. So I follow them because I feel like they're all going to die.
Okay. What are you
Reasonable guess.
What are you doing first, Jared? What's Fox
I
do?
think Fox wants to win the other host, the female host. What's her name?
Oh.
Yeah, what's her
just
name?
I just
Yeah.
put you on the spot.
No, I've got this. It's right here. Her name is Yasmina Pont.
So when she is like engaged in conversation, Fox earlier stepped out, cast a spell on himself called
Yeah.
Proliferating Eyes.
Ooh, okay.
He wants
right.
to like slide by her
Mhm.
and kind of stealthily like touch her. By doing so, he plants this
Ooh.
eye
Okay.
Ooh,
on her.
creepy.
So,
Totes creepy.
what,
Do you have
is
thievery?
this like a stealth check,
I
basically?
have stealth,
You don't have thievery though? That sounds
I don't
like a
think so.
pickpocket almost.
but I don't. It doesn't say you have to. It just says touch. It doesn't say like.
Well, do you
I
have to
figured
reach
maybe
out
I
and
could-
touch? Can you brush up to her?
I think I could just bump, like
Yeah.
or even like slide. Bump.
So, I'm going to say that this is your choice, either a stealth check or a deception check
yeah,
to
we're
do
going
this
stealth
covertly.
for sure. Stealth plus 29.
I'm going to say this is a secret check, so you're not going to know if you succeed or not. Plus 29. I've
Yeah.
got her perception DC right here.
If you fail, I'm calling bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
And then I'll just read the description really quick. It says,
James like, I'm in a hard place.
Sure. Read the
the
description.
description says you implant an invisible magic eye sensor onto the target's body. The eye has sight and vision, but no other special senses. The eye is highly contagious. The first 2 times the target touches another creature during the duration,
Interesting.
the spell buds off an additional eye that implants itself on that creature, which can then bud off 2 eyes of its own. This process can propagate up to 4 times from the original target for a potential maximum of 31 eyes if each affected creature touches 2 new creatures.
And if you're wondering, that's how viruses work.
Yeah.
Sounds like a public health issue.
Totally.
Are there public health departments in Valerian?
And this is an 8-hour duration.
Oh, damn. Okay.
They're plague doctors.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
No. So you get this in place, and then you join the group.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Watson. You'll make the stealth check.
Superb.
Jane, Val has quiet allies, right? We've talked about this before.
Yes.
So Watson, your bonus is going to be your level plus 6 plus your attribute bonus.
Oh, okay.
Because Jane, you're like
15.
you're legendary in stealth, or Master- you're a
I'm
master.
a master in stealth.
Wait, higher
so
than
I think
that.
that's plus 4, maybe. I don't know.
20.
17 plus 6.
21
Yeah.
plus. God, I'm so sorry. My level
Okay.
plus what?
Plus your dexterity bonus.
Okay,
Plus
21.
for follow the expert, is it? I think it's 2. I think it's 4 plus 4. I'm just gonna say plus 4. If you're close, I'll look it up
25.
retroactively. If not, I'll
25
that's
sounds like
not
it makes
bad at
sense
all.
to me. With the bonus.
because
Yeah.
you're following Val's instructions, sort of going behind the curtain.
29.
Okay, so we know that.
Pick your heels up.
Oh.
So you all slip behind this tapestry and you work your way up these stairs that sort of switch back and forth until they go up. You think you must go at least 50 feet up into the monastery on these switchback stairs. And eventually you find yourself at a broad landing with a dusty hallway leading out to the east full of stacked crates. Hallway plainly hasn't been used for a long time. To the west, though, you can just make out a shorter hallway. It's a bit wider, lined with portraits. You can just kind of make out where there's a larger, wide chamber with some iron railings in it into the western room. That's where you guess that. What'd you say it was called, Jane?
A rotunda.
Where the rotunda is.
Okay,
Now-
well, let me just set
I'm
one
not-
thing
I'm not-
straight.
I'm not done yet.
A rotunda
Sure.
is like a circular central part
Uh-huh.
of a building.
Sure.
and then like normally there's like a balcony that goes all the way around.
Uh-huh.
Does this go all the way around, or is it just like a balcony that comes out?
No, there's just like a room with a 10-foot hole in the middle of it that looks down into the room below.
Gotcha.
So is that a rotunda still?
I need to see it on a map.
Well, lucky for you,
Oh no.
I've got a map
I
drawn.
figured.
And so the map's revealed now. You can see to the north, what I was starting to say is that there's an alcove on the northern end of this landing.
Oh.
And in the alcove, there's this just menacing statue made out of wooden beams and guillotine blades.
Ah.
And at the foot of this statue, there's just a crumpled corpse on the ground before it.
Great.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Should we go back down?
Well, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
What do you see
Probably
up there?
nothing. What is it, Fox?
Who's at the front?
A body.
Oh,
A
Oh,
dead
that-
one?
can't be good.
I don't know. Not close
Perhaps
enough
they're
to tell.
sleeping, and all of a sudden I can be seen.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Where'd you come from?
What are you going to do?
What's the plan?
There's a statue.
I'll move
And a
past
dead
and walk
body.
towards
Onward
the
and
body.
upward, I guess. And Val will start walking that way as well.
Stealth.
Mhm.
Stealth.
So everyone's stealthing?
Everyone's stealthing.
I'm always stealthing.
Watson, you don't have to be stealthing.
I'm not going to stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
Great.
clomp, clomp, clomp.
So, Dro, as you get closer, you recognize the body.
Mm.
Remember that woman you danced with?
Oh shit.
She's dead
Oh,
What?
Oh my god.
God.
at the foot of this statue.
Missed connection.
Watson.
Yes, let me check.
She's very dead. She's
Can
been
Val
dead.
do like a perception around just to see if there's like a murderer on this balcony?
Yeah, sure. What's your perception bonus? Is what, Valentine?
26.
Yeah, looking around, nothing super stands out to you. Obviously, she's at the foot of this giant menacing statue. That's kind of weird. Made of wood and...
What is the statue? Is there some sort of roll we can make to...
Yeah, anyone have like a crafting check?
Sure don't.
I
Call
can't,
back.
I mean, I have a +5 to crafting.
Well, I'm wondering if we can see, like, there's a chance that people are being poisoned. Like, can he do a...
Right. So I was going to
Was
do
she
medicine
stabbed?
check.
Was she poisoned? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Let me
I
add
don't
a...
think she was really mean to me. I'm okay if she's not.
I would also like to know how long she's been dead.
Sure. Let me reread the last sentence of that description text. A bloody corpse is crumpled on the ground before it.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, but what's your medicine here, Trent? Roll medicine. This will be recall knowledge. That'll be secret.
It's a +33.
She's been dead, you think, for 10, 15 minutes?
So before the announcement made by the host.
Yes.
And then make it a 37 medicine check to determine cause of death.
Plus 37?
Yeah.
No one has the untrained improvisation feat, do they?
Mm-mm.
I think I do.
Because that'll give you at least some bonuses to things you're untrained in.
So here's the deal, Trent. She was killed by some sort of slashing blade. So, yeah. Who knows?
Don't get too close to this statue thing. I think it may have been the cause of her death.
Can you describe this
we're all
hallway to
standing
the
there.
west?
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about the hallway to the west. It's a short hallway lined with portraits that leads to another larger chamber. This short hallway has 2 wall sconces at each end, illuminating 8 hanging portraits of people wearing dark masks, and despite having their faces covered, each subject bears a decidedly imperious demeanor. Your guess is that they're probably Grey Gardeners depicted in these portraits.
As I'm looking down the hallway, I want to see if I don't even know how. I want to check this hallway for traps before I walk down it because these portraits make me nervous.
Sure.
Also, if we can see the portraits, do any of the portraits look like anyone at the party?
So all the faces are obscured. It's an odd place to have portraits. It's like there's people, but you can't see their faces.
Huh. Well, you can't see their masks?
No. Well, they're traditional Grey Gardener masks, not masquerade
Okay.
masks.
So they're painted portraits of just people in masks?
Yes. Sure. What's your perception bonus?
25.
Okay. What's your training in perception? How good at perception are you?
I'm a master.
You're a master. Okay, here's the deal. This hallway is trapped.
Mm.
Oh, snap.
And Fox, did you say you were still kind of checking out this statue? Are you trained in Arcana by any chance?
I
It's a construct.
think I
isn't it?
am. Look.
Let's look into that.
I'm trained in Arcana.
So what's that bonus
It's
to
not a
Arcana?
statue.
22.
22. Okay. Nothing big
fantastic.
there. 22. Okay. Well, that's super interesting. I'm really bad at math.
Me too.
Shit. You think this statue might be a golem,
Ah!
but it doesn't seem to be activated right now.
Okay.
Drosharis, this hallway has a trap. It's a trap you've only ever heard of before. It's called a Vorpal Executioner. And you think that where any foot, you don't know yet entirely what triggers it. You think it's probably leaving the room, leaving the hallway. So you're not in the hallway yet, you're just looking at it. But you think if someone was to enter and leave the hallway, you start to notice these lines, these slits in the side of the hall where you think blades would come out and move down the hallway.
Anybody
Up and
opposed
down.
to me putting this lady's body, like tossing it in the hallway?
Oh, that is
Just to
gruesome.
see what happens?
I do it anyways.
So you walk over, pick up the body, chuck it into the hallway, it slops down, blood spills out on the floor, nothing happens.
She was a nice woman.
I would also let the party know that this is potentially a golem. That will be
Yikes.
triggered by
Oh.
something.
Maybe.
But we
you
don't know what.
Potentially.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what would trigger it?
You can do an Arcana check. What's your bonus? This is a
Well,
secret check.
what check do I have to do to see what would trigger it?
You don't know. It'd be like looking at a computer and saying, like, what program does it have installed? You don't know what instructions, if it really even is a golem. Maybe he critically failed, and I'm lying to you.
I have a 24.
Plus 24?
Yeah.
It's probably a golem, you think, as well, maybe, but you don't know what instructions it has.
What's this hallway to the east?
To the east, it's a pretty small hallway. It's loaded full of old boxes and crates. Doesn't look like it's been used in a long time.
How high are the ceilings?
In these areas, the ceilings are 15 feet.
Okay.
Why would the room or the hallway want to trap someone inside of it?
Yeah, it would kill you on your way out.
Can I pick up something throwable and
Sure.
I want to throw it through the entire length of the hallway?
Sure. You're able to
Just
find
to-
something from the crates in the
just
east
see if-
hallway.
Like something passing in and out of, like all the way through it activates anything.
Goes out the other side. Nothing.
Can we see to the end of the room, into the room at the end of the hallway that's
To the
trapped?
west.
Yeah, to the west.
Yeah, you can kind of make it out. You don't have a good view. You can see that sort of like balcony that you would guess looks down into the ballroom. And it looks like there's mirrors or something
I
set up in
wonder
there,
if
but you
it's
can't get a
trapping
good look.
something in there. Like if there's already something in there.
So you're in a room with what might be a golem. There's a trapped hallway leading west to the balcony where there's some weird mirrors set up.
This is a terrible idea, but I feel like we must go and see what's going on in that room.
I could potentially get in there, but
How do we avoid the trap?
I
And then
don't
what do we
have
do about
any
this
other way for
golem?
you to get in or out, or
Trish.
myself to get out.
Drosharis, you think you could potentially try to disable the trap?
Okay.
Doing that will require you to go into the hallway.
Oh, didn't jump all over that, huh?
Is this why you were asking us about our crafting ability?
What skills
know.
are is it thievery to disable a trap?
Yep.
What's your
your
thievery?
And I'll tell you this, I can't tell you the DC,
Drosharis walks into the
but
hallway.
you have to be at least an expert.
Ah, what's your
Oh,
thievery?
no.
Are you
Okay,
an
so a
expert?
couple, we need to talk
What's
through
your
some-
thievery?
Nope.
Everyone, calm down.
Okay.
Because as Drosharis walks into the hallway,
Or wherever I have, let me say
no.
wherever I have to walk to disable
that's
it.
into the hallway.
Okay, cool.
The three of you who are standing around this statue to the north see it start to move as you hear just metal creaking at its
Oh,
joints.
it wants to say hello.
All right. So I think in order to really figure out what happens next in just like the right order, I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
No.
Now, I'll give some benefits of the doubt. Drosharis, you've explicitly said that you're really concerned about, no one roll yet. Everyone keep those dice in your hands. Drosharis, you've said that you are particularly worried and concerned about the safety of your allies. So I'm going to say that because you aren't not yet explicitly disarming the trap, and I think you are a little nervous stepping into there, I'm going to qualify you as having the scouting activity, which means everyone's going to get a +1 on their initiative. Many of you have said you were sneaking and haven't really done anything. I mean, a couple of you sort of switched to investigating, but you weren't actively investigating the golem when it activated. So Valentine and Fox, if you want to, you can roll stealth for initiative.
Great.
Yes.
Trent Watson was just chilling, so that's a perception for initiative. So go ahead and roll those out. Drosharis, yours can be stealth or perception. You tell me what you think your character was doing in that moment. And then when I see some people looking at me, I'm going to call on them. Trent, what's your initiative?
Watson has a 33.
Okay. Jane, what does Val have?
Val has a 46.
Okay, that's pretty solid. What does Fox have?
37.
Okay, and what about Drosharis?
30.
Oof. All right, so
Rolled
Val,
a big fat 2.
you're going to see the golem start to move first. And you're going to see it start to move, but before it can act, you get to act.
Do I have one action because it's like a surprise, or is it?
Surprise rounds ain't a thing in this edition. You get your full turn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
Okay.
cool stuff.
I would like to do some sort of knowledge check to see if I know how to emergency shut off a golem.
Okay, this is going to be Arcana or Craft.
Pull out the
Take it.
battery.
Okay. Arcana.
What's your bonus again? So this will be
24.
one of your actions. Ooh, okay. So, This you realize to be a variation on an iron golem. What would you like to know about it? There's no, you can't just turn off. You can't just turn off a golem. There's
I
no
know.
power button.
I just.
What would you like to know? Lots
So
of cool things.
yeah, golems are controlled by something.
No, they're just constructed.
They're
so
just
often they're given
constructs.
instructions.
Okay. I would like to know what an iron golem is weak to.
Okay, so here's an interesting thing. All golems it's not weak to anything necessarily.
Bummer.
Golems as a type have this thing, they are immune to all magic. But, and Trent, who's played against some golems and some other games, will know there's a specific type of rule around this called golem anti-magic. And what that means is that golems are immune to all kinds of magic, but then there is a kind of magic that if they're just targeted by magic of this type, they'll be hurt by it. And then there's usually another type of magic or two that they're vulnerable to when something else happens. What would you like to know? I can't give you definitive information, but I can tell you, like, of the different anti-magic, what would you like to know? Oh, and usually there's a type of magic where if they're hit by this, it's healed.
Hmm.
So which of the different golem anti-magic things would you like to know about?
So you said that there is a type of like anti-magic that if something else happens, then they can be harmed by magic?
No, there's just a certain element of magic that if it's even touched by it, just it's wounded. It's weak to this. So it's kind of
Okay, what
weak.
is that? That's what I want to know.
Magical acid.
Magical acid.
Oh.
So that's spells.
Okay.
Weapon damage, I don't normally count as these things.
Okay.
So, but any spell that deals acid damage. And shout out to show cleric Rory on this one, who did some intense golem digging. The rules as written say that you just have to target the golem. You don't have to roll to hit. You don't have to hit. If your spell can draw line of sight and targets, triggers this effect.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Which is a very obscure rule that he took the time to read through all the Look, most rules in 2nd Edition Pathfinder are phenomenally well written. Golem anti-magic is probably one of the most complicated rules. Still relatively simple compared to some other game systems, but this is one of the really complex ones. And so he did some deep research. All right, since your first action, you got 2 actions left. There's a big fucking golem here. What do you do?
It's not an action just to like say something, right?
Correct.
Okay. So she's going to start by yelling to her allies, "It's an iron goblin. Target it with acid."
Did you say goblin?
This goblin's got a long
There's a
way.
lot going on.
It's a scary goblin.
It's a huge goblin.
It's an iron golem.
Now you tell me.
Burn it with acid. And then she's going to draw her weapons, pull out a loaded gun, and
you can pull those out as a part of rolling initiative, right? For free, your weapons?
yes, I can actually. So those
Cool.
are already out. Good call. Thank you very much.
Here to help. I want you to win.
All right, she's going to devise a stratagem against the golem.
Okay. And so
See that
pre-roll.
Pre-roll with the D20. Let me know. Oh, and that's a natural 17. So she likes the looks of that. So she's going to go ahead and shoot at it with the stratagem.
Okay. So what's that total to hit?
The total to hit. I'm glad you asked because with our sweet level up, that went up by a little bit. So now that's going to be a 47 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you
Okay, so
Fire
I
a
have.
shot
Is
off.
it a critical hit?
No.
Dang it. Worth asking, right?
Always.
Okay, so
But
here I
will try
am
to-
shooting a gun at a party, and it's a 42. Hope this doesn't attract any attention. 42 points of damage.
So doesn't look like all of that goes through.
Of course not.
As it bam slams into it, it takes some damage. All right, that's your whole turn, right?
Yep.
Well, now it's its turn.
Uh-oh.
Super.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is this the TPK that you referenced?
Oh no.
Damn it.
No, this is the easy fight.
Yeah.
You should have already gotten through.
So since you just shot at it, it is going to one of its arms just made out of blades. I actually have a little image here. It's kind of silly looking, to be honest. It looks like someone drew a stick figure with a guillotine at the center
It's so cute.
and put blades on the ends of its arms, but its body is just a guillotine.
Yeah, it does kind of look
That's so
like
weird.
if you told a 3rd grader to draw like a monster that's made of guillotines, that's what they would draw.
And does it have little ears?
Yep, it has little headpieces that are more guillotine blades on top of
Oh, they look like little pointy ears.
it. And little cat ears.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Aw, now I don't want to fight it.
Jared and I were having this conversation in the car on the way here. Like, there's going to be some guillotines that get up and
Mhm.
start walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here this
happening.
one does.
Yeah.
It's
It's happening
gonna,
already.
Right now.
Oh, that's strong. I guess I could do that. There's a lot of cool things here. You know that, right?
Mm.
So I guess we'll do that. It's going to start. It opens its guillotine mouth, basically. It just slides the blade up and it rusts. And poisonous gas starts to
Ew.
in a 10-foot radius around the front corner of it. So it's going to hit all 3 of you. So let's go ahead and do some fortitude saving throws from Watson, Fox, and Val as it breathes this poison out into the air. And let me just go ahead and give you a little spoiler here. It's bad. It's really bad. You don't want this. So let's hear some really high fortitude saving throws. Everyone's
Hold
doing
on.
math.
46.
Oh,
for Fox.
that's a save. So you're good.
And I think I'm Juggernaut, so
So crit.
crit.
All right. Trent, what do you got?
44.
That's a pass.
42.
That's a pass. Now, for absolutely no reason at all, I'm just going to roll a d4 over here. Cool. And we'll come back to some stuff, if you know what I mean, to
Don't
see
like
what
that.
happens.
Don't like that.
Okay. Yeah, I like this. I think we're on to something good here. Okay, so it does that. That's 2 actions, and it's going to use its final action to throw that blade shot that I was threatening earlier over at Val. So one of these blades just lashes out from its arm. Val, what is a 41 to hit going to be?
Oof. That's a hit. Only barely, though.
Not a crit?
Not a crit.
Ah, darn. Okay, well, we'll start with this. Let me find some D12s.
Val's kind of been through it the last few days, and so she's beefed up a little bit.
Okay. So here we go. Wow, that is a horrible roll.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
So that's going to be 23 points of damage. And that's its turn. So that means it's Fox's turn. What do you want to do, Fox?
This gas cloud, is it?
It's dissipated.
It has dissipated.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a breath weapon, just an odd shape.
Gotcha. Okay.
So nothing too crazy.
Are we really 10 feet away? Or
Yes.
has it stepped up?
Nope, it has reach.
Okay.
Or it made those attacks with reach, I should say. Mwahaha.
Shoot. Okay. Fox is going to cast shield
Mhm.
on himself. Enter Arcane Cascade
Okay.
and attack.
All right. So vroom, shield into place. Enter into your stance. Gonna whip out with that reach weapon against this big crazy golem.
41 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right. That's
Probably
it.
your turn.
Whoa.
That's it.
Watson, what do you want to do?
Oh, boy. Well, acid isn't ideal because he can't cast acid at it.
You didn't prepare acid splash, man? What the hell?
No, he doesn't have acid splash. So what I think he's going to do, very stupidly,
Of course. Go on.
he's going to take a 5-foot step
Okay. Bold.
to get in here. I assume I can't go through that corner.
Correct.
So he's
Yeah.
going to take that 5-foot step. And he is now diagonal from it.
You're adjacent to this crazy guillotine golem.
Right. For, I think, maybe the first time and definitely in quite some time, he's going to take his staff
Oh, no.
and swing at it.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I guess it is immune to magic. It's like, what are you doing, Trent? All right. Roll that attack roll.
Okay. That's
a good
going
face.
to be a miss. It's a 30.
That's a critical miss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Not a natural one, so no card. What's next, buddy?
A 41 missed it. The top he'd get with his second attack would be a 42.
Maybe that's
which
its
may
AC.
be a hit, but that requires a natural 20.
Get some more info.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad call.
You want to do it's either a craft or an arcana check to learn more, though.
I can do an Arcana check.
What's your bonus?
21.
All right. Yeah, you get nothing.
Fair enough.
All right. It's Drosharis' turn. You're in this hallway with a
try to
trap all around you.
Disable this trap.
All right. Give me a thievery check.
So here's the thing.
Sure.
I think I'm stuck and I die either way.
Okay.
You should tell me the DC.
Nope.
I'm gonna patch it.
Oh,
patch coming
turning
in.
in the patch.
We're already losing all of the
It
patches.
was a 1.
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Worthy of the patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have triggered the trap on a 1.
That's a
Wow.
natural 20.
That's
Heck
20.
yeah,
Oh,
good patches.
wow.
Brr, brr, brr.
Hell yeah.
What's the total with the 20?
41. But it's a natural 20 though, yeah?
I believe there was a rule where if you get a natural 20 on a patch, you get another patch.
You have to do it 3 times. Wait, so it takes a natural 20 for you to hit 41?
It's plus 21.
Okay. So you disable 2 junctions.
Okay.
You think you could safely leave this side of the room, this side of the hallway.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
not fully. You sort of, as you're working through, there's sort of 4 junctions you'll need to jam to totally prevent this
And I
trap from
just
working
disabled 2
because you critically succeeded.
with 1.
Correct. With 1 action because you crit it. You're just moving. You find a right bits of your tools to jam it into parts of the grooves where the blades will flow out and
Okay.
jump at you.
So this
That
5
eastern
puts
side of
grip
the
on
hall.
the eastern side.
Well, you think you can leave the eastern side of the room now without the trap hitting you?
Okay. Well, for now, I am going to step out because I didn't disable the whole thing. So I want to step out of danger.
And so as you do, these blades fly from the walls and they rush down, but they hit where you've jammed and hit against it, unable to hit you as you leave.
Okay.
Terrifying.
But they do hit most of the rest of the hallway.
Okay.
You step out. You can still have more movement if you want to get like up
Yeah,
to the
actually,
golem.
I'm going to take my whole movement to get to the golem.
And I think what's your movement speed?
35.
Oh, yeah, you can make it all the way up there. So you and Watson are the front line.
Mm-hmm. And I'll swing my scary sword at this scary monster.
Go for it. Swing away at this golem.
Ka-chang, 16 plus
Plus fighter
49.
bullshit. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll some damage. I'm sure all of it will go through. It won't. It will not all go through. But it's golems. You know that.
28.
Okay. Well, that's some. Yeah, some damage goes through. Okay. And that makes it Val. It's your turn.
Okay, Val is going to reload her gun.
Okay.
First and foremost. And then she's going to do the Drifter's Juke to step up to the golem, stab.
Okay. So you're going to step in diagonally, kind of coming around that corner at it.
Yes. And she's going to go ahead and strike.
Okay.
I bet that's a miss. It's a natural 2 for a 32.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Jane's
I'm going to move
miniature.
in a second anyway.
Oh,
So
'cause you
yeah,
can
just
step
leave
back.
it. Yeah, because so 32, is that a hit?
32 is a miss.
Okay. So then she can step back,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to strike with the gun.
That's your second attack penalty?
Second. Yes.
Yeah, it is, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it's an action economy thing.
Yeah. So for two actions, essentially, I can step, strike, step, strike.
Yep.
So she's going to strike out with the pistol that she just reloaded. Let me just roll and find my new modifier. That's going to be a 39 to hit.
Misses.
And then she's going to step back kind of out of the line of fire here.
You'd be out of movement by that point. 1 action to reload, 2 actions to do Drifter's Juke.
Yeah, but Drifter's Juke is step, shoot. Or
And then you
step, stab, shoot.
And you did that. So you step forward, stab, then you step back and shot, and then you tried to step again, I think. Because that'd be 3
Let me
steps.
look. Hold on. It's strike.
Yep.
Step, strike, step, strike. Okay, yeah. So then she's just back where she started.
Or you could, yeah. So go ahead and put your miniature back there. And now it's the guillotine's turn. There's a lot of people around it. I think it's going to try a shot at Drosharis. Got a nice big fat to hit here. Ooh, that's not a bad roll. Jason, am I going to be able to hit you with a... Okay. 51?
It's a crit.
Oh my god, that's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shit. Okay. So...
Oh no.
Just checking my math right. Yeah, that's a crit. So we'll go ahead and we'll start by rolling double damage.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh, I rolled really, really well. Okay, so that's... Wow.
Now you're just rubbing it in.
Okay. So it's going to be 90 points of damage.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Is that a
84.
lot?
What's that?
84.
Okay.
I have critical resistance 6. I've been forgetting about it.
So you take that, and now I'm going to need a very, very important fortitude save.
Okay.
Oh no.
As this blade just comes whizzing right at your neck. Come on. What's that going to be?
What is that, 45 or 55? 45.
It's okay. It's math. What's your bonus?
17 plus 29.
Sure. That's
45.
45.
you do not get decapitated.
Hell yeah.
46.
So you take just below 90 points of damage.
Okay.
And don't get decapitated as the blade swings at you.
Okay.
For what it's worth, that's kind of what I've been doing this whole show. Taking a shit ton of damage and not getting decapitated.
Yeah.
Follows
More the
up.
So now I'm scared.
It's going to attack you again. It's going to be second attack bonus, though. So not nearly as strong. Okay. Yeah, well, boo. 39. No. 39 to hit? Is that going to hit, Jason? No. Okay. 39 misses. Final attack. It's going to throw a shot over at Watson.
Oh, what are you doing?
How we feeling about like 33?
That's a fail.
Well,
Failure.
I think I did that math right, but
Should we just shame the golem? That's
If you're within
fail.
1 or 2, it's still a fail.
it's 33. Yeah,
You're still a fail.
Just
So
chuck
that's-
a chunk out of me. No, I don't want to shame him
that's
at
its
all.
whole turn. Fox, it's your turn.
It did 90 damage. That was
I was like,
intense.
So it's 3d12. I rolled a 10, an 11, an 8, a 10, and a 12 on 3d12. And then, plus stuff and then double it. And yeah.
I wish I had acid right now.
Me too.
Me too.
All right, I'm just going to attack it. I can reach it from there.
Yep. Going over your buddy's head.
Attack.
How tall is it?
It's medium. It will have what I like to call a shit cover because there is an intervening creature between your attacks, Jared. But, it is what it is. It's only +1 to its AC.
What if I got airborne?
Then it would not have that.
Okay, I'm going to get out airborne.
Oh, that's right, because you're going to take a step equivalent move.
Yeah.
Your new wings come out, lift you up. Yep, so now you're just going against normal AC. Oh, what's it going to be?
Has he always had those wings?
Not great. 39.
You miss.
And I'll try one
This
more
thing's
time.
This thing's beast. I like it.
It's beefy. What's my second
Golems
attack?
are wild fights.
No.
Okay, miss and miss. Watson, your turn. That sick guitar riff coming in. Thank you, Syrinscape.
I think, having seen how much damage it just did to him, he would probably take a nice 5-foot step back and be like,
Never mind, you guys go ahead and fight that up close.
Do you have a sling or something? A 1d6 crossbow?
So he's going to try something. I
Oh,
know that it's immune to magic, but you've mentioned that it may be one or possibly two things that it could be vulnerable to.
No, you also know that positive things can happen from other certain elements.
I know. He's going to try to cast heat metal.
Interesting. Okay.
Now,
Read me the
So
description
now
of
it
this spell.
burns us while it slices our heads off.
Cauterizes every
Yeah,
wound.
that way if it cuts our arm off, we can still move around.
Yeah.
one target of one metal item or metal creature.
Mm-hmm.
The spell heats the targeted metal to become red hot for a moment.
Can it deal damage?
Oh, yeah.
What type of damage?
It is fire damage.
All right, Trent. So you cast heat metal at
Oh,
it.
he looks way too happy
Yeah,
right
this
now.
doesn't seem good.
I'm actually happy for you. I
Yeah.
really am. I'm happy for
Sure,
you.
of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's slowed by fire.
Oh, nice.
All right.
No
Okay.
save. It has one fewer action. What's the duration on this spell?
Well, it is persistent damage. In addition to normal damage, it does damage or not because it's magic. You
Mhm.
tell me.
So it doesn't do damage, and the
Okay.
persistent doesn't affect it either.
Okay.
So so the spell, I'm guessing, is the duration is instantaneous because it happens.
yes.
So its next turn, it will have 2 actions. That's it. If the spell is a sustained spell, then that would happen each turn.
Okay.
But nope, you heat it up, and the thing you see, the metal swells a little, and it starts slowing down as it moves.
Very cool. Okay.
Nice.
Golem fights are really interesting if you can figure out the elemental things. All right, Drosharis, you're seeing the same blade that just almost went through your neck is now starting to glow red hot, but it also seems to be making its movements sluggish.
Mm-hmm. I will swing at it while I'm standing here.
Yeah. I like that qualifier. While you're standing
While
there.
I'm standing here. 37.
That's a miss.
Okay. I'll do it again.
You must have rolled poorly.
Yeah.
Because you have a ridiculous to hit
I rolled
bonus.
poorly twice.
Oh,
That's a miss. And then I'm going to back up.
you're just going to step, or you're going to take a full stride and move? See if it has AOOs, maybe?
I'll take a full stride
Okay.
and move.
Just move back farther into the room. So as you step further away, it doesn't do anything. All right, Val, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to reload and devise a stratagem.
Okay.
Do that roll, see what we got. It's a natural 2. So instead of shooting, she is going to recall knowledge.
Okay, and what's your bonus again?
Hmm.
With your arcana, I think you were using?
Yeah, 24. Is there something else I could use?
Craft.
Okay, 24 for arcana.
You're not pulling anything new on that.
Okay.
you think there's probably still more to learn. You're just in this like moment of almost seeing Drosharish get beheaded and all that kind of happening at once. Maybe it's hard
kind
to
of a lot.
focus or whatever it is for your character.
I have a question about the stratagem.
Yeah, sure.
Do I have to use this roll now anytime I try to shoot at it, or does it
Anytime-
reset with the round?
With the round, it's
Okay.
if you try to attack this target before the end of your turn,
Okay.
then you have to
Cool.
use that
So I can
die
do it
roll.
again next round.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, that makes it its turn though, and all of you are still in range because this sucker has 10 foot of reach. So I think it's going to. it only
Not
has-
all of us.
No, yeah, Droshari's got.
Droshari's is like, bye.
I think we're gonna throw a shot at Flyboy over there, and we're gonna try to hit Fox with an attack. Man, I'm rolling poorly. I feel like I've been really hot against you all sometimes. 44 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, okay. I'll take that, but not a crit, I'm guessing.
No, not a crit.
Darn. Okay. Decent roll on this. It's going to be 16, 21. So that's going to be 36 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to throw a shot at Val, who's been shooting it. So Val, this will be its second attack. A little bit less of a to hit. That's still really good, though. That's going to be 46 to hit.
That's a hit.
Is it a crit?
No.
Damn. Okay, rolling a little bit of damage. That's going to be 37 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's its turn because Trent slowed it, or Watson slowed it down. It's only 2 actions this turn. And Fox, your turn.
Was that slowed 1?
Yeah.
So it returns to.
Yep.
Okay.
What you going to do, Fox?
That's a great question.
I should do this next time. Yeah, that'll be
Well,
good.
we're gonna attack it for sure.
Okay.
Gotta attack that because we haven't done any damage. I don't think yet.
You've done some damage, just not in a while.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better that we've done some damage.
Yeah.
How about a 44 to hit?
That's going to hit.
All right. Finally a hit. I've needed that.
It'd be really great if you could do magical acid
Yeah, that
damage
would
to
be
it.
great. I agree. That would be pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Got any scrolls stashed away?
No, I was thinking like even items. 31 damage.
Oh, wow, that's pretty solid. So, bam, you slam into it. Obviously, not all of it gets through.
I will do that again just to give it a try. I've been rolling bad, so maybe my luck will turn around. Oh gosh, I don't know what that was. I gotta re-roll. Sorry.
It's all good. It's like, wow, that luck must not have turned around if he's talking about it like that.
17 plus 26. What's that equal? 43? 40?
I don't know. I can barely do my own math.
I know.
17 plus 26.
Yeah.
Okay, so 23. That's 43.
Hey,
And that's
I
going to
did
be a
it right.
hit.
Okay, great. Then I do an additional.
It's nice, though. You're starting to pile it on here, those iterative attacks.
Yeah, I'm glad I rolled high that time.
What's your weapon made out of, by the way?
28. It's magical, but it's just
28 damage, you said?
28.
Okay. Just standard materials.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
All right. That's going to make it. Oh, you still have 1 action left. What are you going to do, Fox?
I'm
And on deck is Watson.
gonna move back.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm gonna move up
Oh, okay. So you flap forward a little.
to the ceiling.
Oh, so out of range, though?
Oh yeah. I mean up. Yeah, out of range right
Okay,
now.
so you withdraw out of range. Watson, it's your turn. What are you going to do here, buddy? Trent's scratching his head.
I'm so scared of casting something at it that's just going to heal it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to take a shot, and he will take another 5-foot step back.
Okay. Just try to run away from this crazy golem.
He's going to cast Electric Arc.
Okay. So you don't have to roll to hit. You
Yeah.
target it with electric arc. It hits, and you see it starting to stitch up the places where the arrows have hit. Hey, Trent, you know what? I'll roll it. I don't want you to know how much it heals. I'll go ahead and just roll this back here behind the screen. Not bad. Okay, cool. So it
Wonderful.
heals it up some.
Wonderful. Good. Glad I did that.
Yeah. So you see electricity hit it and just start to stitch itself back together.
Oh, Who did that to it? One of you held it.
All right, Trent, thank you for helping me out.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Drosharis, it's your turn. And just remember that Watson over there is now your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly on the other team.
He is the healer after all.
What?
Can we talk about the function of that hallway and on the
To the west?
Mm-hmm.
What if we run in there? Because the trap only happens on the way out. We jump off the balcony and we trap the golem in the room.
You feel that simply leaving that hallway space, like going into the second room, will also trigger it.
Bummer.
So you go into that hallway. The only way out of the hallway is back into the room you're currently in.
Unless.
What are you doing? What you gonna do?
This is tough.
I both love and hate these fights because like this is a fun fight for me, but everyone's just like, what do I do? And I'm like, all right, just fill the radio airtime.
Yeah, I think I would like to move into this hallway full of boxes.
Okay, the one to the east.
Yeah.
Sure. That's just it's gonna be difficult terrain, which important note in 2E, difficult terrain is just an extra 5 feet of movement. It's not doubled movement, it's 5 feet of movement more.
Okay, I think what I'm going to try to do as I'm going through here is like knocking boxes over and looking for what's in here.
Okay. So you start, so you're the whole turn gonna be looking through boxes?
Yeah, just like maybe these have things that relate to this golem in it, or
Sure. As you start breaking through, you find like a box with some construction materials. There's one with just like plates. Just seems to be, so far, at least generic storage, and the 2 boxes you're able to open
What's
on your
going
turn.
to happen if we just run away and let this golem follow us down the stairs and start wreaking havoc on this party?
well, if it's an alarm system for this room, like I think it is, it's probably just going to sit back down.
Who knows? Val, it's your turn. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
She's going to devise a stratagem.
Cool. How's that? How's that die luck feeling?
It's feeling it's feeling good enough to use.
Okay.
It's a 13 for a 43 with the pistol.
So you're going to shoot it?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot it.
So
43. Is that a hit?
hits.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
And now, is that precision damage
It bleeds.
from your stratagem?
Yeah. Well, does that matter? Does it not take that?
It actually does take it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I was like, I'm going to have to reprogram the whole dice thing. It's going to, okay. Da.
So this will be big.
I mean, it's 26 points of damage, so not
Oh.
that big.
That's still something. You're starting to deal back the damage that Trent healed to it.
That
So
was
I don't think we're entirely sure who did that to it.
4 out of 7 of those D6s were a 1.
Oh, I was wondering why that
Such
was
a
so
bummer.
low. Because didn't your
Yeah.
strategic strike go up in damage this level?
Yes. Went up
I
by
just rolled bad.
1d6, yeah.
So you see how it's moving, you calculate the perfect shot, crack off, slam into it. You should have done more damage, but bad dice luck. You got
Bad
one action
dice
left.
Yeah, I'm going to move.
Okay. So you have an unloaded pistol as you move away.
Yep.
All right, that's your turn. Now it's this thing's turn. Everyone's away from it now. So I think it's going to stride up to Val.
Oh my
Because you
god.
just shot it. You hit it.
Yeah.
It's gonna first action to stride, and its movement isn't crazy fast, so it'll move forward 20 feet towards Val, and then it'll have to use its reach to hit. So it'll move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and
Do I get? I think I'm out of range. I can't get the attack of opportunity because the ceiling's too high.
you were out of range of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's going to strike at you, Val. One of these blades is going to whip out. That's going to be a 45 to hit.
That's a hit.
Is that a crit?
Nope.
God, I'm really looking for these crits.
You're not going to
All right.
decapitate Val today.
Not today.
I'm just going to lie
Okay.
next time.
Yeah. Be like, nope.
Please don't. That's
Did your
not
AC
fun.
go up with the last turn? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fighter feat.
It's a thing. You don't know about it. All right. So
Third
that's
party.
it's going to be 34 points of damage. And then it's going to swing a second arm down at you. First, its right arm chops
God.
down. Shing, second arm. Shong. Coming down at you. Oh, come on. 36 to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's its whole turn.
Woo, woo. Stupid
Fox.
golem.
It's your turn.
I'm getting back in range.
So you're going to fly down.
Can I just go in the same square, just
Yeah.
10 feet above it?
Yeah, you can just
That's
you'll
what
be
I'm
in
doing.
its space above it.
Yeah. Just because it's cool. And I want to do
Just
that.
hold that there.
James
hold
it
should just
above.
be our flying base, just holding Jared's miniature up.
Thank you.
Just
Right,
whips
here
that
we-
pole arm
what's in
down.
there? I like this one.
There's certainly nothing in the way now. What's that to hit going to be?
40.
That's a miss.
What's
What's your to hit bonus, just out of curiosity?
31. I've rolled like 8, like 10 times.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's like, you should be doing better. Just roll better.
And a 5 that time. So
Oh, okay.
that is my whole turn.
Watson, you want to do that electric arc again?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that one.
Damn.
I'm trying to like think of creative things to do here.
Hit it with your stick?
It's not easy. I mean, yeah, but I don't really want to get very close to that thing. Is
Why?
the problem?
If we just leave, is it going to follow us?
You don't know.
We're about to find out.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-da,
Maybe.
da-da-da.
Um,
Come on, Trent. What you gonna do with all that druid? Drosharis, you're up next. Come on, how many hit points could it possibly have?
he's gonna try and get creative.
Construct.
He's gonna.
Well, when we heal it, probably more than it should.
Like I said, I'm not sure we know who did that.
He's going to go 5 feet, 5 foot step behind Fox.
Fox is flying. The miniature is just there for simplicity.
Well, that's convenient. Because he's going to cast Gust of Wind.
That's still magic, Trent, just FYI.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I have a question about that because it's a gust of wind.
Magically created wind. Magically
Wind.
created wind.
But wind.
Wind.
Magically created wind.
Magically created.
A fart is just
Wind.
wind. But do you want it blowing in
Wind.
your hair?
I mean, arguably, it's a
It's
magically
probably gonna
created
move it.
golem, so...
Yeah.
If somebody farts hard enough, it might
Wind.
move.
Now,
Wind.
now, this doesn't do any damage,
Okay.
but does it still need to make a fortitude save
No.
against the wind?
It is immune to magical effects other than the specifically denoted elements or spells. You would know that before you cast it. If you don't want to burn that spell.
Wind is magic.
Are you trying to push it down the hall?
That was the idea.
That would have been that would have been super cool. It's immune to magic. Golem anti-magic is a whole thing.
That was the idea.
Look, love the idea. Love it.
Okay. Well, then he will take this step,
Mm-hmm.
and Watson will look over at Val and say,
You caused this.
You healed it.
and his body will begin to transform into that of a dragon.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He is not entirely dragon. He is half Watson, half dragon.
You're also size large now, right?
He is size
What?
large.
Let's use this to represent your miniature here for a second.
What
He
is
gains
this?
40 temporary hit points.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
And I believe that is his turn.
So you just start this, and as you mentioned in watching, it's almost like it's something merging and coming out of you, right?
Yes.
And I think as this happens, Val just goes, oh, fuck. The knife. The knife. That knife. And she looks at you guys and she's like, the knife turns him into a dragon if you spill blood with it.
What?
I forgot that part.
Fucking A.
All right, Drosharis,
It's
it's your.
a big oversight.
My bad. I forgot about that.
All right. I have to look at this for a second.
So Trent, you can actually technically put yourself in the middle of 4 spaces since you now occupy
yeah.
4 spaces. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I thought you meant I caused this because I said, let's go up the stairs.
Oh, no.
It's all your fault.
What you gonna do, Dro?
I'm going to take off running towards it and
Okay.
move up 35 feet.
Yeah, so you'll be able to make it into melee, no
Okay.
problem.
2 hands
Okay,
on my sword,
excellent.
and I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Did you have 2? You were searching through boxes, so you had a hand free. So that is technically an action to change your grip on your sword.
Can I do it while I'm moving?
Nope, it is an action. So you'll still have an action to attack, but it's move, grip, change grip, and attack.
Okay.
So second edition, it's always a free action to drop hands, but to change hands, like add hands or change the number of hands or positive change is an action, unless you have like quick draw.
I do.
Oh, you have quick draw?
Yeah.
Never fucking mind.
That's why I was a little confused because I felt like we had done it before.
And so, so technically it's that you may draw a weapon as an attack that's called a quick draw attack. And so I'm just going to say that you can change your hands. It's a little outside of rules as written, but I'm okay with you using that feat in that capacity.
Okay. And now I'm going to swing at it.
All right. Big swing. Oh,
43.
That's going to be a hit. What did you roll?
A 10.
Okay, so that seems low for you. Yeah, that's a hit.
So I'll do the damage real quick, and then something else happens in a second.
Oh, okay. Let's see what happens.
The damage is so high, I just do it in
Hero
Hero
Lab.
Lab. Yeah.
Shout out to Hero Lab. Not a sponsor or anything. We just like that it makes our game easier to play.
Yes.
Yeah, hit us up.
We're not opposed.
27 points of damage.
Okay. And something else is going to happen. What's it gonna... All right, yeah, that's fine. So you get all set up there.
Run up and hit it like a baseball bat. Poof, and it moves 5 feet.
That's awesome.
You got to just keep doing that every...
Okay, so you run up, slam it, it moves. You still have an action left.
That was 2 actions that
hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's the thing. So a quick draw attack is there's a specific kind of strike you make that lets you quick draw with it. So you can't combine quick draw and another strike.
That's right. Okay, so we'll go back.
So you still have a second attack if you want it.
But I wouldn't have been able to move him.
No, he wouldn't move. So he'd be in the same place, but you can hit him and hit him again.
I actually want to move. If I'm not going to be able to move him, I want to move.
Okay. Cool.
So I run up, hit, and then
like a baseball bat still.
Yeah, I move.
To the west? Where
Um,
are you going?
to the south.
Okay. So ducking
15
around
feet.
Val.
Yep. One more back.
Sorry, Val.
Oui.
All right, Val, it's your turn now. What are you going to do?
Is it now?
Yep. This creature's right in front of you. I think your pistol is unloaded, if I remember correctly. What you gonna do?
I'm going to reload.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do the stratagem because I just want to shoot at it. And then I want to run away.
Okay.
That's going to be a miss. It's a 36.
Yep, that's a miss.
And now I'm going to run away.
All right, you run away.
I'm gonna go back behind the dragon.
Okay.
And she's going to look at the dragon and be like, sorry, I forgot about the thing.
All right, so it's going to throw a hit out at you, Trent. And at Watson.
Makes sense.
Come on, big roll here. God, I wish I had a hero patch. 41 to hit?
That is a hit.
Is it a crit?
No.
Yeah, it's.
No.
I'm really just looking for crits.
Really
That's when the game gets fun. I really do. All right, so that's going to be a lot of damage.
Mhm.
Like, I've got to do math, and I've got a vamp, and I don't like to do any of it.
Sure.
You could just let the golem die.
Yeah, I could, and I appreciate that you are so open to supporting me. It's going to be 37 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to follow up with, you flew into range, right, Fox?
Yes.
So it's going to throw a shot up at you in the sky. Let's see if that's going to be enough to hit. 44 points, 44 to hit?
Hit.
Crit?
No.
Ah! Okay. That's going to be another decent to hit. That's going to be 39 points of damage.
Okay.
And final shot here is going to throw this at Watson. That's not awesome. How do we feel about 31, Watson?
Not a hit.
Yeah, okay, that's its turn. It's Fox's turn now.
All right.
This big
Just more attacks.
guillotine.
I don't really have anything else. My magic. So I have magic that could do acid damage, but it's a 1 in 8 shot because it's prismatic ray or spray.
So there's always a chance it slows it,
or
heals it,
Heals
or
it.
damages it.
or damages it. So I think we're just going to stay away from that one.
You gonna hit going for the top? You gonna hit from the top, or you gonna move into flanking?
I'll flank. Yeah, let's use that
Because you've got reach from large. I think you've got flank from the dragon if you move over to the west.
Okay, let's do that. So we'll move me west,
Okay,
and then we'll make the attack there.
awesome. So that'll lower its AC at least a little.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, let's see if that AC
that
change is
is-
going to make a difference. And we can fill this up. It is kind of cool to think about. You're 50 feet
40.
above the party.
49.
Oh, you just missed critting it. but you do
Dang
hit. You're starting to put some damage on this
Double
thing.
checking my math.
It
just to
is
make sure.
flat-footed, by the way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I did make that change.
All right, fine. It's not a crit, but
No.
I will take it. So that will be approximately, actually exactly,
Okay. Oh, I'm loving seeing this play
34
out. 34?
damage.
That's some you hit when you hit. It's impressive.
Yep, and we're gonna try and hit again.
All right, you're still flanking, bringing that pole arm
That's
down.
a 2.
Yeah, that's probably gonna miss.
That's 3 attacks.
All right,
or three
Watson,
actions.
with your new weird kind of form, what are you gonna do?
So my understanding is that, I don't know, in theory, doing fire damage wouldn't actually do any damage. It would apply slowed.
That's magical fire damage. This other fire damage you're talking about is just damage.
Superb.
Dragon fire.
So,
Because it isn't cast from a spell, even if it's sort of like magical in its origin. It's not typed with the trait spell, as far as I understand.
it is arcane evocation.
Is it a spell, though?
No.
So then I'm going to say that works on it.
Amazing.
I might get that totally wrong. You can shout at me on Twitter later, but I feel
Please
like
don't.
it's not a spell. Does it have the trait magic?
No. It has the traits arcane and evocation.
That does sound kind of like
It
magic.
does sound like magic.
But I feel like it's an arcane creature. Like dragons are arcane
Right.
creatures. So they're not magical intrinsically. I'm going to say it hits. That's my ruling.
Fair enough.
So are you going to try to
So-
angle this in such a way it doesn't hit your allies?
No, I was planning to hurt him as much as possible.
Okay,
No,
that checks out.
Yeah, definitely. Watson, whose face at this point is probably half dragon, half Watson.
Okay.
It's like
Sort
a
of.
dragon with a little like beard.
Yes, little white wisps of hair.
I'm almost imagining something closer to like the American Werewolf in London, sort of like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
this creature almost like ripping out of parts of your body.
Ew.
He rears back
Great
his head
transition.
and breathes fire. I need to get a rolling app.
Well,
Oh,
I
God.
get a reflex save, don't I?
You do.
Would Fox also get a reflex save since
He's
he's
angling
right
it in such a
there?
way that it'll miss Fox.
Because Fox is flying still,
Yeah, I'm
right?
also
Oh, yeah,
up
you're up in the
so
air.
that's
So
good.
if he angles it down, he can shunt most of the cone into the ground and just barely hit this creature.
It's a DC 39.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, this is not a
great.
gimme. That's a fail.
Woohoo!
Not a crit fail, but a fail.
So this is
Oh shit! It is immune to fire, though.
Oh my god! You're kidding
It's
me.
not immune to
Through all of
magic.
this.
You're. Oh.
But it's slow now.
I will give you the slowed
Wow.
ability though.
the what?
I will say that slows it though.
That's
All right.
so sad.
No,
That's so sad.
Cool.
Hey, you didn't
actually
know that it was
felt
immune to
good for a
fire.
minute.
Yeah, actually, I was excited for
Yeah.
2 seconds in this whole
if you-
episode.
If you just made some more recall knowledge checks, you would have known it's immune to fire.
That's true. So it's slowed.
Yeah, how often can you do that, Trent?
That's once per hour.
Okay, cool. So you'll get it back.
Yeah. Yeah, in an hour.
Just not for the fight that takes place immediately after this.
And then the world's going to end in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you can use it twice
Seriously.
more.
So with the other action,
Mhm.
I guess just get 5 feet closer to it.
I mean, I believe you do not have reach in that
Oh
form.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So why don't we swipe out with a nice dragon's claw?
Yeah, do
Okay.
a dragon punch.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon, punch. I love the
That's
idea
not
that it's just like a
great.
Captain Falcon character. Dragon punch.
Does
Dragon
Punch
appears
one
around
of the
his
Sobe
hand.
flavors?
One of the what?
Sobe, the Sobe drinks?
That's a miss. It's
Okay.
36.
Sounds right.
Ah, that is a miss.
Yep.
All right. Dro Sharis. They're starting to put some hurt on this thing.
They are.
Yeah.
So I'll move up
It's slowed even.
15 feet to it,
Okay.
and I will
Now you're not flanking yet, unfortunately.
correct.
But, you're really good. You can roll strong. I believe in you. I feel a 20 coming on.
How about a 40?
A 40 will not hit.
Okay. Da-da-da.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough creature.
It's a tough creature, Trent. Let's
Mhm,
see how
mhm.
these creatures. Let's see how these players are going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move back again 15 more feet because I'm not ready to commit.
Now
Okay.
we need to get decapitated.
I have commitment
You don't want to
issues to
get
being
decapitated.
Val, it's your turn. You're back there, kind of near the dragon.
For what it's worth, I almost got killed by this trap. I almost got
Yeah.
killed by decapitation. I
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
might look like a punk being the fighter running down the hallway, but
You've had a bad day.
I've had a bad encounter.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a bad day.
Nope.
All right, what are you doing, Val?
All the things I want to do, like I want to disable this trap. I want to search the body of the lady that we found to figure out like why she's here. Kind of feel like if we run away, this thing won't even follow us. But I feel like we've committed at this point to
Disable
fighting
the
it.
trap.
You could run over there,
You
disable
could.
the trap.
I have a pretty good thievery. Was it thievery check?
Yeah.
It was thievery.
I had a plus 21 and I was able to do it, but I had to roll a freaking 20 to do it.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you after this episode about that because that's
I'm just gonna reload and shoot it.
okay. You're not gonna strategic strike.
I will because I can't. I feel like throwing a dagger at it isn't gonna do anything to this thing because it's like made of blades. So I'm just gonna stick with shooting at it.
What you've broadly found is that with its resistance, you want to do as much damage as possible in a single hit at a time. So yeah. Trying to set up a strategic strike is going to be your best way.
I'm gonna
to pile
reload
damage.
and devise a stratagem. And
What'd you get?
it's a natural 10, which would be a 40. So I think it's a miss. So I think I'm just gonna recall knowledge with my last action anyway.
What's your bonus on Arcana?
24.
See, you get a little bit out of that one. What are you looking for? Now that you've kind of figured out it's an iron golem, you're starting to make this a little easier on yourself. What do you want to know?
That it's immune to fire.
You do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that roll, you find
And
it's
that
immune
it's
to
healed
fire.
by electricity.
What else would you like to know, though? I'll give you something else.
Uh,
I can only be vague unless you crit succeed. You didn't crit succeed, but I can give you something.
you didn't crit succeed. You rolled that.
It's your check. What do you want, though?
Is it immune to anything or is it is it healed by anything besides electricity?
No, it's not healed by anything except for electricity. As a
Okay.
matter of fact, it's immune to healing outside of that electricity.
Gotcha. So she will share that information with the class.
Oh, gee, thank you.
Watson, you did the one thing that healed.
No.
It could have been anyone. All right. So that's going to make it the slowed.
This reminds me a lot of when we had to fight the like swarm of rocks. And at the end,
Yeah.
you guys were just grabbing chairs and smashing.
Yeah.
All right.
Old
So
WWE.
this thing is going to chuck a shot at Dragon Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Searching for this critical hit, and that's not going to be it. Does a 39 hit?
It does, yes.
Wow. Imagine if I just rolled well. So first attack, 39 hits you somehow. Very proud of that. And it's going to be 33 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, it's just going to follow up on you. Really, oh my God. Okay, 35 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, and it's going to throw 5. Oh, it's slowed. That's its whole turn.
Mm-hmm,
Boo, Fox, your
Okay,
turn.
slowed is cool.
Yes,
All right.
slowed goes a long way.
Attacking this fool.
Dun, dun,
Attack again. Let's go.
da.
Come on, something high.
Ooh,
That doesn't look high. That's a 4.
so probably a miss.
A
Just going to
miss.
call it. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, sure, it's a miss.
Only a 30 for 5.
Yeah, 35's a miss.
And a 2. Just rolling
Wow.
rocks over here.
We're all rolling poorly today if it makes you feel any better. I've only
All
crit 1.5 times.
I
2
guess
times?
I'm gonna stay. I kind of want to get out of range, but I'll move up. I'll get out of range. Sorry, guys.
So you're going to move to the west into the trapped hallway?
To the
vertically.
ceiling.
Okay. All right, that makes it Watson's turn. Watson, you're no longer flanking.
Dragon punch.
Yeah, I think we're just dragon punching this guy
All right.
repeatedly.
Throw that roll.
Yep.
Come on, what's the? You got this. I'm sure amazing things will happen. I'm
Nope,
very
that's a
excited for you.
miss.
Okay.
That's a 32.
Yeah, it's definitely a miss. That's actually a critical miss.
That's the same. That's even lower. That's 28. And
Come on,
yep,
20.
That's a 23.
Your claws just
I don't like this
scratching
game.
against this enchanted golem.
This is not a scary
You haven't been a
dragon.
dragon in a long time. You know, maybe
Yeah,
you're a little
I'm
rusty.
not used to this.
It's a
Sure, Sharis.
it's a
Maybe you
friendly
should stab
dragon.
someone else and power him up a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
seriously.
a bad idea.
Joe Sharns, it's your turn.
I will move to the other side, kind of where Fox is.
To the west, so you can get the
to
flank
the
bonus.
west, so I can get the flank. Yeah.
All right, so you move in and flanking opposite Dragon Watson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, throwing that shot. Come on, let's do it. Got this. I believe in you.
37.
Oh my God, what did you roll?
A 4.
Jeez, is anyone hitting double digits?
No, I rolled a 5, a 5, and a 4.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
I'm
You gonna
going
stay
again.
there? Okay, yeah, you got this. Oh God,
Oh no.
is that a 3?
Oh no.
3.
Jared signals a 3. All right, Val,
That's
it's your
Oh
turn.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of commotion happening up these in this tower.
Yeah, I
On-
feel
on-
like we're probably attracting a lot of attention.
On the bright side, Val, you don't have to reload this turn because you didn't shoot last turn.
That's true.
True.
That's true.
There.
So what are you gonna do, Val?
I'm going to devise a stratagem.
Cool. And what'd you get? Something good, right?
Nope, something bad. I'm not going to shoot at it. I hate this game.
I think we all do right now with these rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dice do not like us.
Everyone pass 1d20 to the left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So what are you gonna do? You got one action, the 2 actions left because you
2
devised a stratagem.
actions left.
What you gonna do? You could ready an action to aid an ally.
Okay, I don't. You know what?
Okay.
I've had enough of you and your golems. I'm going to do my new cool thing. Let's
okay.
see. Are you guys within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, everyone's within 30 feet.
You're
of
all
you.
within 30 feet of me. So I'm going to
Small
enact
room.
my heroic presence. She just looks so badass with her like cool gun and awesome party mask and stuff like that. And you guys are
Sure.
like, wow, she's such a hero. And for up to 19 minutes, you all are going to gain 12 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Not that that's really going to help a lot.
Hey, it's something.
Something.
Helps.
And a +2 bonus to your will saves.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to say, kill it. And you have to because I'm commanding you now.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Do you get any bonuses on their attacks?
no.
Oh. Okay.
I thought it
Will
was a
saves.
plus. I thought it was a plus to attack.
I don't think so. I think you
could be
just get a +2 to any will saves and your 12 temporary hit points.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
That's my
All right.
lowest save, so I
Mhm.
appreciate it.
Val, is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. It's the guillotine's turn. I'm feeling it. I've been sticking with this die. It hasn't been working for me. It's going to attack Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon decapitation.
If you
That's what
kill
you're
me,
going
I'm
for.
rolling an alchemist.
Okay. Watson, 46 to hit.
It's a miss. No, yeah, of course, that's a hit.
Is it a crit?
I was like, damn.
Is it
No.
a crit?
No,
Does your
God
AC go up as a dragon?
damn
it does not actually.
What a bone job.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Looking
Okay.
at you, Paizo.
33 points of damage.
Okay.
It's going to attack you again. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, 39,
39 is a hit.
but not a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fine. Whatever. 34 points of damage.
Okay.
Final attack. See, that would have been a crit. If I could have rolled that. Oh, okay. It's fine. Whew. So that's going to be a number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs a coffee.
It's a
Yeah.
number between 30 and 40.
You're not making it easier. Stop talking, but also keep talking.
14.
If you haven't turned the episode off, you get a patch.
Okay, so that's going to be, Jesus, 35. Oh, wait, this is easy. I can do that math that way. Okay, it's going to be 43 to hit.
That is a hit.
And this is its final attack. That's going to be 25. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's going to be 37 points of damage.
Okay.
That was a good
And that's
one.
my turn. Yeah, that's a good roll. Fox, your turn.
All right.
Either finish this fight or
let's
let me
roll
crit on one of you.
these Die.
That's all I'm asking.
Oh my god.
What the
I
fuck?
rolled a 2.
Like,
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Oh my
I think
god.
James has some sort of control over space time right now.
Yeah.
that's a 1, man.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hey.
Jason is now throwing things.
And I would have had to use my first action to get in range.
Sure.
So.
So this is your second attack. So let's bring out the critical fumble deck.
Oh boy.
And this is a melee
I
attack,
really
right?
want to use my patch, but I feel like I need it for my head later.
Yeah, sure. Save that, baby.
I don't know.
We need them.
Some awful shit can happen in a second, but you rolled a fumble and a gentleman's fumble in the same go.
True.
So here you go. Funny bone. You drop one item you're holding.
Oh,
So you drop your pole arm to the
Drop my
ground.
ring.
yeah.
You're holding
My
I
your
was
ring
ring?
holding
slips
a
off my
cracker.
I still had puff pastry.
Yeah.
So you drop your pole arm.
Great.
That's the end of your turn. Watson.
Does it have a mouth? Throw that poison in it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, could I just give it this like sleeping poison?
But it's
it's
immune to poison.
Yeah, it would be.
It is, yeah.
Hand disease, probably.
Also, the onset time period for that is like days.
well, I'm here for the long game. We'll
Yeah,
just keep
a whole
running
day.
around this room.
So with his first action, Watson will tap Vitality, and he
Okay.
will gain 68 hit points.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
now.
And now, doesn't more of this form manifest in you a little when you do
Yes.
that?
And in fact, Watson almost begins to lose control of himself.
Oh,
This is the Watson I like.
I like this one.
this is a super cool character bit.
And
It's a lot of hit points.
it is a lot of hit points. It almost it takes him down to like, or brings him up to like 3/4 health.
Is this hidden archetype we...
It is the one that I, had previously forgotten to
I was
include.
gonna say, if you've been able to turn into a dragon this whole time, I have some shit to say to you when we get off.
This is why I was trying to tie it into like, what was the reason that he wasn't doing so? Oh, it's because the blood had to be spilled on the dagger.
Clearly.
There you go.
It's definitely not a real thing about dwarves, by the way, in this.
When you said
Of
that,
course
I was
it
like,
is.
did I miss some shit? But it sounds cool.
Yeah.
He will attack it
Okay.
with the dragon's claw.
Dragon strike.
You know what? We better use a different die.
When you
for
turn
this.
more into a
Dragon
dragon,
punch.
can you use your breath weapon again?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Look, you just have to bring this fight on for enough rounds for it to count as an hour. Oh, I heard
that's a
that die.
good-
That was
over here.
heavy.
Oh, it's not a 20, but it is a 19.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Okay.
This is a 46.
Not a crit. Definitely a hit, though.
Yeah. We'll take a hit. We haven't had one of those for a while.
Sadly, the damage is less than ideal.
Will you get it above the...
That is
Threshold.
16 damage.
It takes no damage.
Oh.
Well, that's problematic.
Are your claws, do they count as a special material or anything?
No,
Okay, yeah, you do no damage.
I don't think so.
You trying to grapple this thing?
Well, that's problematic. I mean, he doesn't have combat stuff like that. Doesn't that require like fighter feats?
No, you just need an athletics.
Just to grab, you just do
an
athletics.
action.
But to do it like as part of other actions,
Yeah.
it takes more.
That first heal, is that just one action?
Yeah.
So you could try to grab, but it will be at -5. Just be an athletics check.
Man, what a combat.
You could recall knowledge.
This episode is going to be like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
I was
Fuck it.
look, I'm just going to carry the episode out until I can put it on a cliffhanger with a critical hit, and I haven't rolled above a fucking 10.
Yeah, no, none of us have.
He will cast guidance.
I rolled a 10 once.
Hey!
On-
Yeah, 110.
That's a pretty good time.
Guidance on Drasharis.
Okay. It's Drosharis' turn.
And that's a
Drosharis.
use and losing one go, right?
So you got to call it before you use it? All right. I believe you. Throw it on the table. Let's see it for everyone
Let's see
to
it.
see.
You can do it.
Okay.
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 All right.
Okay.
So
What is
that-
Double
that?
digits. It's a 12.
Okay.
So 45.
Hey, that's a fucking hit. Not,
Yeah.
not a crit,
Nice.
but that's a hit.
Okay.
All right. What are we looking at for that damage?
23.
Some of that gets through.
And it's grabbed.
Oh. Now it's flat-footed to everyone, which is
Heck
crucial.
yes.
And that was one action.
Nice. That's some fighter bullshit.
I will now attempt, if it works, dazing blow.
Sure.
I don't know if it's things like even possible to daze.
I mean, who knows? I'm sure there's a way to find out here.
So make a strike against a grabbed foe. Let's do that first.
Okay. What do you got?
Nope. Miss.
Okay. So is that 2 actions to do that?
That's 2. No, that was another 1 action.
Okay. And there's some fighter feats that are 2 actions to do. So you have 3rd action here left. You're grabbing onto a giant guillotine golem.
Mm-hmm.
This episode's going long.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'm going
long.
to just try to stab it again.
Okay. Final attack. Minding for that 20.
That's going to be good. That's going to be real good. How's a 39? +1.
+1.
Have you not used the guidance yet?
No.
He didn't use it.
Oh shit, that makes it a hit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Technically you called it before the roll, but I'll allow it. You didn't know the results. You did not know the results, so.
And it was literally the last chance I had.
You could have saved it for a save on your turn.
23.
Okay, some damage gets through.
And it's grabbed. Still.
That's big, Val. That means you're going to be shooting at a flat-footed target if you shoot.
Yep.
Come on, get
She
that
still
20.
hasn't shot.
Yeah.
So
Roll that 20. I believe
stratagem.
Pew, pew, pew.
At some point, your luck has to change, right?
Yes. And
But not
that.
this turn.
I don't actually remember. So she's got to go for it.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 41.
That hits.
Okay.
Because it's
Yes.
flat-footed.
Because it's flat-footed.
Jason
The grab.
Drosharis grabbed it.
What can I say?
So that's just a strategic strike with the
All the extra dice and damage.
all
Yeah.
the extra dice and damage. 26. Very poor roll.
Let's say
26 points of damage.
you are so bad. At
Okay, you know
rolling.
what?
This
And
is
then she's
simple
just going to
math.
reload.
Okay.
So she can do it again on the next turn.
You still have an extra. Oh no, that's all 3.
That's all 3.
All right, it's this thing's turn. I'm gonna end the episode here when I crit. I know it. I'm gonna attack
Okay.
Drosharis because you're grabbing him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll a 20.
Just gonna drop a guillotine right on that neck.
God, 44 to hit, but not a crit, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, sir, it is not.
Oh God, shit for damage to 28 points of damage.
Don't sound so sad, man. I mean, it's all going through.
That's solid
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, some of us have to take all our damage.
Natural 20.
Nice.
No.
That's a card.
Oh boy.
Do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna resolve this shit next episode. Thank you all. Tune in next time.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.